Well, good afternoon and thanks for joining us. I'm Judy Simpson and today we are live at the 82nd Annual Vermont Farm Show. This is day one of the three-day show at the fairgrounds at Essex Junction. For farmers and other agriculture professionals, this is an opportunity to meet with vendors, preview products and machinery, and attend seminars and trade association meetings within the greater farming community. The annual show also holds wide appeal for the general public with lots of opportunities to see, taste, and buy Vermont products and participate in the traditional consumer night. For us, it's an opportunity to see and visit with Vermont's Agency of Agriculture, Foods, and Markets. Joining us is the agency's Communications Director, Allison Kozakowski. Thanks so much for being with us.
Hi, Judy. Great to be here. Thanks for having me.
How would you describe the farm show to someone?
Oh, the farm show is a lot of fun. There's products to sample, animals, tractors. It's fun for the whole family. And it's a great way to kick the winter doldrums and get out and enjoy a little bit.
And how would you describe the state of agriculture in Vermont?
Vermont agriculture is thriving. It's a really exciting time. Dairy and maple continue to be the anchors of our agricultural economy, but we're seeing so many new and exciting things coming up on the scene too. A lot of diversified producers, specialty products, exciting things happening in the value-added sector. So I would say the state of Vermont agriculture is really strong, and it's a truly exciting time.
Consumers are really demanding this kind of quality.
Consumers are excited about Vermont products. They want to know where their food comes from. Vermont has a great story to tell in that area, so I would say Vermont agriculture is thriving.
And so what are some of the top priorities for the agency in this year's legislature?
Well, we're always excited when the legislature comes back into town. It makes Montpelier a very busy and happening kind of place. Lots of great things are going on. The agency's been really focused on the Food Safety Modernization Act, which is the most sweeping proposed reform of food safety rules that the country has seen in 20 or 30 years.
And that's important to Vermont. Why?
Our producers need to be able to comply with the Food Safety Modernization Act, so we've spent a lot of time reviewing the documents, trying to understand what that could mean for Vermont, and we're in the process of figuring out the implications and trying to get our producers ready to be in compliance.
Let's talk a little bit about the meat industry.
Meat industry in Vermont is booming. In fact, it's almost difficult to keep up with the meat industry right now. Our agency provides technical assistance for new producers, and we also inspect slaughter facilities to make sure that human health and animal welfare is protected. So it keeps the agency very busy. We're very excited about the growth in this sector and looking forward to continuing to support it going forward.
And how about Small Farms Program?
The Small Farms Program is an exciting thing happening right now. For a long time, large and medium farm operations have been inspected to ensure that they're in compliance with the AAPs, the Accepted Agricultural Practices. And now we're expanding to smaller farms to make sure that they are also in compliance with the Accepted Agricultural Practices. So it's a great opportunity for the agency to work a little bit more closely with some of the smaller farmers that haven't been as closely in touch with the agency in the past, and great opportunity for us to make a big difference for the state of Vermont.
And also too, it's an opportunity for someone who doesn't have to be a big farm or can't be a big farm to participate as well.
Yes, that's true.
And so also too, tell me a little bit about some of the things that you've been seeing too on different farms as far as excitement about particular products or added value.
Added value is really an area for Vermont producers that's becoming increasingly attractive. People realize that by processing some of their raw products, they have the opportunity to command a higher value for them. So there's a lot going on in that sector. You know, it allows people to extend their selling season as well. So if you're producing berries in the summer, for instance, selling those jams throughout the fall and winter, it's a great opportunity.
Well, Allison, thanks so much for joining us right now.
Thank you, Judy.
Our next guest is the Dean of University of Vermont Extension, Doug Lontine. Doug, great to see you as always.
Same here.
Tell viewers a little bit about Extension's role in Vermont agriculture for those who don't know.
Well, Extension's been here a long time, and the reason we've been here a long time is because we partner. We partner with the Agency of Agriculture, we partner with NOFA, we partner with the other institutions in the state to look for what the problems are, look to see what the research is, and then try to help folks understand all those pieces, and then they make a decision whether to move forward or not with some new ideas.
Now, as Vermont agriculture has diversified, how has Extension responded to that?
Well, I think we've responded by helping bring diversification to the state of Vermont in agriculture, whether it's shiitake mushrooms or helping out with maple or bringing on an ag engineer, food safety. There's a whole range of areas that we've continued to build our area of expertise as agriculture has grown and diversified in the state, so that we would be more and more relevant to the needs that we help them the needs we help them generate for us to help them. It's this constant cycle of them bringing up new ideas and we bringing in new research and we bringing in new ideas to move forward.
That's incredible too. All right, Allison from the Agency of Agriculture was just talking about the significance of the Food Safety Modernization Act, and so what role do you think Extension will play in fulfilling that?
Oh, I think a very critical role. We were playing a role just through this commentary period, again in partnership with lots of others. But that law, it has good intent, but it has big rules for big industry. We're small industry that needs rules that meet our size industry. And so we helped a lot in just trying to pick that law apart of where it could hurt our industry here in this state. And once it is finalized, we'll be there with the education and help farmers and others implement the law so that they can do it the most efficiently and effective possible way.
I know we've heard that as it's been proposed, it's sort of a one-size-fits-all, which of course is not good for Vermont.
No, not good for Vermont. All the things we've built over the last decade in diversification could be significantly hampered in the first iteration of that rule.
And so where can Vermonters see the work of UVM Extension?
Well, they're seeing it right now. I mean, if they watch across the fence every day like they should to see your smiling face, they'll see the wide range of things Extension does across this state. From working again with maple, within some of the bread you buy, some of the wheat research and extent, the iPhone app if you're into nutrient management, some of the beer you drink, some of the hops work that's been going on in this state. So it's a wide range, 4-H in your community at the fairs. So there's so many ways that Extension is there, and we're not always labeled 4-H Extension. Farm planning, hundreds of farms across the state where we've helped them with business planning. So we've helped impact a lot of Vermonters, a lot of industries across this state. You just don't see 4-H or Extension or UVM labeled on all those things.
And as time progresses and things change on the farms, so does Extension.
Yes, we didn't used to have farm viability, now we do. We didn't have an ag engineer for 20 years, now we have an ag engineer. We haven't had a diversified livestock person in quite a while. We have a new diversified livestock person. So we keep looking at the issues that arise in hiring and trying to change the organization to meet the current needs.
And it's amazing too, all the things that farmers need to know these days.
Yes, farmers and communities. I don't want to forget all that community and nutrition and health work that we do. So there's a wide range of issues in the state, and our theme really is helping communities succeed, and that's from the individual, that's from the family, and that's from the business.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you very much.
Well, the annual show is filled with tradition, but it showcases today's agriculture as well in Vermont. For more, here's Across the Fence producer Will Michael.
The annual farm show is Vermont's largest agricultural showcase. It boasts new machinery, highlights Vermont food products, and offers a glimpse at some of the animals raised in our region's farms. But above all, the farm show is about people and making connections.
And we're now making ice cream and yogurt products fresh from the farm.
For companies like Kingdom Creamery of East Hardwick, the farm show is a chance to tell the family business story.
I want to tell them I'm the one that made this product. I'm the one that milked this cow this morning, and I'm proud of it. And I want to know what you think of our product and get the feedback from them and move on to the next store or consumer that we want to sell to. It is a family effort, and we're pretty proud of it.
Another proud Vermont farm family are the Jarvises of Bakersfield, including 12 adult children and their families who work in the family business and who earned the 2013 Dairy Farm of the Year award. The Jarvises will be honored at a farm show banquet on Thursday.
Makes you proud. Makes you proud. But it's not just me. It's a family, and especially proud for my father. He and my mother both. They've done a good job raising their family, and it's kind of a pat on the back for them, really.
we all work well together. We have, and sure, we have disagreements, but we settle them. We don't go on with them. But your family, who wouldn't want to work with family? Well, we want to work with family. Put it that way.
I know the perception is it's a large farm, but we're a large family, so to me it's, you know, a bunch of small farms put together. But to us, growing up into it, you know, we don't see it as a large farm. It's just a family farm to us.
What do you want to call it? You know? Yeah, we got 4 or 5 families here, but I mean, it's still family farm. It's family owned, and so, you know, it's I don't know what else you could call it.
Well, the Dairy Farmers Banquet is just one of many events taking place at the Farm Show over the next 3 days. To learn more about some of the upcoming events, I'm joined by Director of the Farm Show, Jackie Folsom. Jackie, thank you so much.
Thank you, Judy.
So what are some of the key activities that are going to be taking place?
Well, we've had a lot of meetings going on today already. The Sugar Makers is happening right now, the beekeepers and the bee producers, and I think the Christmas tree group. We've actually this year got a lovely Christmas tree display as you enter the lobby, so it's one of my favorite smells of agriculture. It's got that great pine smell. And we've also had all the judging being completed. So right now we're just asking people to come on in and visit the booths. We've got some folks giving away beef burgers, cheese, ice cream. So come on down and have a great time.
And so there's obviously a connection with food here. And you're teaming up with the Vermont Food Bank. Tell our viewers about that.
This is the second year that we've decided to work with the Vermont Food Bank, and we're very, very excited. Last year we gathered up around 1,500 pounds of food. We actually broke 1 table, so this year I'm trying to break 2 tables. So bring all your canned goods in. We also, some of our vendors also donated almost $1,000. You know, food is a match. There's a need in this state, so we just thought it would be a good partnership, and we're very thankful that we can help the Vermont Food Bank.
Now, speaking of food, let's talk a little bit about the Capital Cook-Off.
Sure. So on Wednesday night, the Agency of Agriculture hosts the Consumer Night and Capital Cook-Off. It's like an Iron Chef for folks in this state. And what I understand is that there's been a little bit of talking going on between the winners of last year, which was the House Ag Committee, Senate Ag Committee, and then the Agency of Agriculture. Might be a chef stuck in there somewhere. Who knows? You know, they never tell you. But that starts at 4 o'clock tomorrow. They've got about 55 vendors coming in to do sampling and selling of all local products. I think the agency's tried to get somebody from every county in the state, which is really kind of a nice representation. And that will be going on from 4 to 7. Free admission, as always, free parking. But again, for those folks that are coming in, we hope you bring something to donate to the food bank, and also visit the vendors on the other side of the farm show while you're here.
Why do you think it's important to get folks who aren't farmers together with farmers?
Actually, it is wonderful. You know, this is like a big reunion for those of us that are in the ag industry, but farming in Vermont is changing quite a bit. So we've tried to bring in vendors who have who work with the diversification of farming. You know, the tax department is here, the lenders are here. Actually, one of our newer booths, because we've had so many barn fires lately, the Department of Fire Safety asked to come in and set up a booth. So they're one of our newer vendors, and I think it's kind of a nice fit. It shows that we can be a little flexible in what we bring in, and there's something for everybody at the Vermont Farm Show.
Tell me too a little bit about the new initiative with the health booth.
The Healthy Farmers booth is actually worked on by the Vermont Agency of Agriculture. Louise Waterman does a terrific job. They're doing, this is the 3rd year I think that they've done it here. We started out when we were down in Barrie, and they did cancer screenings in the little ticket booth in the hallway. So they've really come a long way. We've got 4 booths over there in the other side of the Miller Building. They're doing massages. They're doing making a smoothie on a bike. They're doing health cancer screenings and also flu shots. So, you know, not just farmers need all that, but consumers do too.
That's terrific. Well, I want to thank you for joining us today and filling folks in and reminding people to come on down. It's free.
Free parking, free admission, come in out of the cold. It's warm in here, and we've got a great time going on.
All right, thanks so much, Jackie.
Thanks, Judy.
Well, that's our program for today. Thanks for joining us here at the Farm Show. For all of us at Across the Fence, have a great day.